Hello, it's David Baker and it's an orange and lemon cake today. So you need an orange and a lemon, preferably off one of your own lemon trees, which is one I grew myself. So what you're going to have to do is juice this up and put it in with about 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar. So I'll show you how to do that quickly. Juicer, old-fashioned way, old-fashioned way. You're going to need a cake tin as well. 2 eggs, 170 grams of self-raising flour, 170 caster sugar, 170 butter or margarine. Now you want to put all your butter and your sugar, mix it all up, your butter and your sugar, add a couple of eggs to it and then add your flour. So I'm just going to juice these. Health and safety. You want your oven on gas mark 4, you're going to bake it for about 25 to 30 minutes. So I mean the main idea, some people put icing sugar on and whatever, but this lemon and orange mixture here is going to end up going in a saucepan and boiled up, and then we're going to add that on the top of the cake when it comes out the oven. So it comes out the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. And it's going to taste delicious, I just know it. There we go. I mean, you could use more lemons if you've got more lemons. Here's some I made earlier. That's the ticket. Because this is going to make all your flavour for your lemon cake. So the more lemons, 2 or 3 lemons, the better. I've got an orange there because I only had like a lemon and a half. So I'm just juicing it now. Gas mark 4. Yeah, quite a simple thing to do really. Quite nice. Lemon cake. Never made one in my life, but I'm sure it'll be great. Right, there you go. Lemon, squeeze it till it's all gone, all the juice. Don't put any pips in it, That's it, nearly all the lemon's gone there. You've got a bit of peel or zest there as well. Could be useful. Watch out, it's gone into the sink. Okay. So all the lemon juice is going in there now. You can see the lemon juice going in. Get your knife. Careful. Health and safety. Orange. Yeah. You could use an electric one, then you've got to wash it afterwards. Same difference really. Same thing. And that's lovely orange actually, lovely orange. Get a large juicy orange. That's the way forward. Plenty of juice there. Because you're going to boil that up in a saucepan. In fact, I'll put the gas on. And boil it up in a saucepan after it's been mixed up with the sugar. So it just shows you don't need electricity. Now you can use this nice little blue thing. Brute force there, bit of brute force. Just half more of an orange to do. Also, when you're doing your mixture with your flour, butter and your sugar, don't do what I did and put the flour in first before the eggs. Disaster. So you do your butter and sugar first, always do that, and add the 2 eggs, whisk it together, and then add your flour afterwards. Cream it together with a wooden spoon, then put it in your tin. Need some greaseproof paper for that. It's one of these ones with a push out, which I recommend. For this particular cake, you need a push out. So here's a greaseproof paper. There you go. Don't worry about it. Keep it around. That's it. That just happens to be perfect. And just get used to knowing how much you're going to need. Otherwise you just cut off a bit at the end if you've got too much. A bit of perfection there, you've got a tiny bit too much there. Just chop that off there. The cake tin's important. Leave a bit so you can pull it out if necessary. Leave a bit there. Fold it over. You're just going to be able to push it out anyway, so you're probably not going to need that. In fact, I might just cut that off. Too much there. Too much of a good thing. Snip, snip, snip. Right, so get rid of that in the bin. And you've got your cake tin there ready. Cake tin. Cake tin. Back to the orange and lemon. Juice. Right, it's getting pretty hot in here now because we've got the cooker on, gas mark 4, and 25 to 30 minutes, that's all it's going to take. So here we go, putting all the juice in there, that's all done. And mix this all up with the sugar. I've used brown sugar and I think it's going to taste really nice. I don't know, I've never used it before. Just think granulated Demerara sugar, you know, something like this. Is what you want. Right, so I'm just going to add that to the saucepan. And what you can do to avoid any pips getting in it or anything, if you made any mistakes, put it through a strainer. Tea strainer. This is quite a good idea because you don't want any pips. You don't want any pips in it. No. This is taking a while. So while that's sieving, I'm just going to mix this for you. This is all your buttery, sugary, eggy, floury mixture. So you need a couple of eggs. Two eggs. Easily done. Alright, that's simple. There you go. Mix it together. Could use a whisk. Brute force is another one. Brute force, a lot of brute force. Mixing it all together. You've got your mixture there to put in the tray. I'll show you what I'm doing. just mixing it round in the bowl there. I'm thinking this is going to be a lovely cake. And the sieving is going very slowly. What you can do is cheat a bit. You see, like you don't want any pips. Just take out the pips. Take out the pips with a spoon. If any of those pips have got through, I recommend just getting them out. It's amazing how many pips there are actually. There's always something unexpected in cooking and baking, always something unexpected. But this is the way to do it. No editing, I'm showing you all, showing honest, truthful events can happen. Just get used. There's about 2 pips. Getting on my pips. That goes in there. All that sugary mixture. Getting there nearly. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfection. If you think that's close enough, you know, it probably is. You can overdo things. Just see one more pip in there. I don't really know how those got through the sieve. Probably just made a mistake. We're all human. There you go. Tiny pip there. If you got any pips that have got through, just do that. Gravity. You can see there. You can just about not see it there. Right, last one, last pip. Just getting on my pip. This cake. I'll go back to my masterpiece, the fruit cakes. Brilliant fruit cake. That last Dundee cake was amazing. It really was. And your Dundee fruit cake, always use blood red Sicilian orange marmalade. Right, so you've got your mixture there, put it on there. Make sure there's nothing on the floor there to trip over. Right, so you're back with doing your mixture. Getting your mixture all nice and lemony. It will be soon, but it's just eggs. You say, just start off with the butter, the sugar, add 2 eggs, and then you add your flour. Pretty much 6 ounces or 170 grams of flour, 170 grams or 6 ounces of butter, and same of the sugar, and you got your 2 eggs. There we go. It's not rocket science, which is good because I'm no good at rocket science. David Baker. Right, there you go. David Baker, as you go. Right, that's nearly all there, all the mixture. And it's looking pretty super. I mean, you don't need I just use a spoon, you don't need a whisk. Just use a spoon. Or you could use a whisk, you'll be scraping it off your whisk for hours. Just get caught in all the prongs. Here, look. Just do that. Surely. You don't need to whisk it. Just use a bit of elbow grease. Elbow grease and just whisk it around like that. Oh, this is amazing. It's perfect. That's looking perfect, that is. And throw that away. Have a bit of fun with it first though. Bit of fun with it. It's one of those ones, look. You press it down, and it whisks it. Exactly. I've done it anyway. You've done it there. That's all you need to do. Is find the cake tin. Bang, bang, bang. Set the time for 25 to 30 minutes. Get all this in your cake tin. Use gravity and a spoon. Spoon it all in. You might need to lick all this out of the bowl afterwards. What you've not managed to get in. On Baker's Secrets. What the eye doesn't see. Right, I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. I'm just putting this in the cake tin really. Right, so that goes in like that. Like that, spoon it in. Make it a nice flat surface inside. Using something like secret weapon, knife. There you go. And always remember, it's only baking. You know, you might not get it quite right. I mean, you're not going to get absolutely everything out of this. Miracle worker. But actually, most of it is coming out of it. So this is a bit different to usual. It's difficult to get all the stuff out. When you've had enough of it and you just think this is not going in anymore, that's the time to start eating, I would say. Right, this is perfect. So you just scrape it all in, and I'll join you. I'll bring it out, put the sauce on, and we'll see you later. Okay, and that halo is because I'm about to put the light on, but I recommend using a bit of Sicilian Blood Orange Marmalade. Put this in with your boiling syrupy orange lemon mixture. I think just a spoonful will be enough. Go mad, you know, put two of these spoons in. It's got a bit of rind on as well, so that'll make it interesting when it all settles through the cake. You can always use a bit of zest, you know, that's the timer going off. Right, so don't turn the oven off just at the minute. We'll just have a check. using this. Okay, so we take the oven out. Take the oven out, the cake out of the oven. There you go. You don't want to over bake it either. That's been in for 30 minutes. The skewer is coming out nice and clean. So I reckon that's done. This is the syrupy mixture. You're supposed to pour this on as it's cooling down. So turn the gas off because I've been boiling all that up. Use something like this to put your cake on in the end. The time being, what I'm going to do is just pour this over the top. And that's your final result. We'll just show you. There you go. Orange and lemon cake. Magnifique. I'm just going to let that cool now. Don't eat it straight away. See you soon for another David Baker.